Hi, my name is Nadia. I'm 20 years old. I've had 40 boyfriends, and I'm a boyfriend-aholic.
Hi, my name's Charlene. I'm 22 years old. I've had 50 boyfriends, and I'm also a boyfriend-aholic.
Hi, my name is Tyra. I ain't a boyfriend-aholic, y'all. I'm 34 years old, and I'm a television producer, and I host my own talk show, which is starting right now. Okay, so we all know women who have to have a boyfriend 24/7. They go from guy to guy. They're miserable when they don't got a man, and then they ditch their friends for whoever their guy of the moment is. Is that you? Is that your friends? Your friends? Oh, but not you. They're like, oh, no, Tyra, it's not me. But to a lot of women, you guys, love is like a drug. They're boyfriend-aholics. Boyfriend-aholics. Ever heard that? It's like an alcoholic has to have alcohol. Boyfriend-aholic has to have a man, okay? Well, today we're hoping...
This is a My 9 News weather advisory.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Audrey Puente here to update you on the winter weather that is moving across the tri-state area. Here's some video shot earlier out at Sea Caucus where you can see roads were pretty slick and people were taking their time on those slick roadways. It's good advice for everyone traveling around the tri-state area. Here's some video from West Milford and Passaic County where they saw a couple of inches of snow. Accidents were a problem as folks needed to take their time on the roadways there too. Right now they should be getting treated, but icing is a problem up in Passaic County at this hour. And here's a look at Newark where we've changed over to rain. Earlier we did have a couple of inches of snow as well, but things are starting to improve, relatively speaking, of course. Now we have rain moving across the area and some of it is coming down heavy at times. Here's a look at the current radar, and you can see the line of heavy rain coming out of Fairfield County, Connecticut, across the Long Island Sound, heading into eastern Nassau County and moving just along the Jersey Shore. This will be moving from west to east, so we're expecting it to overspread Suffolk County and come offshore of the Jersey Shore over the next hour or so. Up to the north and west, where you see the shades of pink here, this is where we've had extensive icing throughout the day today, and it will continue over the next several hours as well. We see the backside of the system coming across parts of Pennsylvania, but we still have a ways to go, folks. A cold front still needs to sweep through the area from west to east, and it really won't do so until late tonight. On the backside of the system, we could get some snow coming in. As you can see, the colder air working in behind, igniting those snow showers across western New York and Pennsylvania. But I'm not expecting anything in the way of accumulation. Only very little or none at all across the area. Let's flip over to our other graphics. Winter storm warnings continue in the areas shaded in pink. That's exactly where we're finding the icing tonight, and that will be the problem as we go through the evening hours. We had winter weather advisories in effect along the coast, but now we've changed over to rain, so now that will be it for the winter weather across that part of the nation, that part of the tri-state area. Here's a look at our temperatures. Where we're above freezing, that's where we're getting mainly rain, like in New York City with 36 degrees. We're in the 40s across JFK, Islip, and even down to Belmar at 48 degrees. Up towards the north, where the temperatures are below freezing, that's where we're getting the icing, like around Newburgh and in Sussex County, and that will continue northward into Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess County over the next several hours into the late evening hours, too. Here's that cold air working in behind the system where temperatures are dropping into the 20s. That will sweep into the area tonight, and that's why we could see a change over to snow before it's all said and done. To the south, though, temperatures are very warm, close to 70 in Norfolk, Virginia, but we won't be seeing numbers that warm, unfortunately, for us. That's your latest update on the weather. We'll have another update for you in 1 hour.
This has been a My 9 News weather advisory.
Because, I mean, I didn't have enough time to contribute to that, a relationship, and work, everything together.
So you dropped out so that you can contribute to the relationship?
So I can put more into it, so it'll work.
Okay, and then you've lost friends?
I have no friends currently because I stand them up.
Okay. Do you have a boyfriend right now?
I do.
You do have a boyfriend?
I do.
What's his name?
His name's Tony.
Tony. How long have you been dating him?
We've been dating about 9 months.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And do you love him?
I love him. I do love him.
When did you know?
Maybe after about a month or so of dating. It was weird with Tony because I didn't really plan on dating Tony. I was at this point where I was content with myself when I met him. So it's just weird for us to go through things and him be like, it's not going to work. And I'm like, how can you get me loving you? I gave you half of me and then leave me when it's not working, because I was fine before you came along and took some of what I had towards myself. So I gave that to you, and then you want to leave me with only half of what I started with.
Maybe you weren't fine when he came along.
Maybe I wasn't, but I mean, I thought I was.
Okay, and what does he do in your life? Is he you work together?
We work together. He's my producer. He does my music.
You're a singer?
I'm a singer.
Oh, okay. So he produces your music, and I hear that you got rid of something. What did you get rid of? His artists or something?
I didn't get rid of his. He says that I run everybody off in his life. But the thing is, like, whenever we're talking, he just talks about how much he hates doing this, hates doing that with them. So it's not like I ran them off. We just were talking, and they say that I demand a lot of attention and that I'm needy. And so I guess, like, no one likes to be around him when I'm near him.
Okay.
So he said that I run everybody off, but it's his decision. So.
Does he know that you're a boyfriendaholic?
He doesn't.
He doesn't know that he's number 50?
No, he doesn't know that I just, like, need to have a man. He doesn't know that.
Okay, Charlene's boyfriend. Come on out, Tony. Hi, Tony.
Hello, Tara. How are you doing?
I'm good. So we've been talking to Charlene here. What's your relationship like with Charlene?
Well, she's my girlfriend. I've been dating her for like a little over a year. I love her. She's awfully demanding. Demands a lot of time, a lot of attention. Whether I'm doing music with other clients or by myself, she'll demand a lot of time, a lot of attention. Whether it's slamming doors, or making certain gestures or looks, so I can make sure I pay attention to her. And
I understand you feel like she's cutting people out of your life?
Yeah, because a lot of times when she's around, she's so time-consuming to where when people are around, she demands my attention. And when I leave to talk to her for 5 or 10 minutes, it turns to an hour. The other person feels like I'm being really rude to them.
So then they leave?
Then they leave.
Got it.
And so she ends up being the only person that I end up, seeing and work with.
And she's so suffocating. You wrote a song? What's the song you wrote?
What's the song I really wrote for her? Because I thought maybe it would invoke some emotions from her. From Baby I Cry, a song called Baby I Cry. A lot of times when I would try to leave and something would happen, she would,
He'd do some cry baby.
You would cry?
She would cry baby. She cried all the time. So
okay.
I thought that maybe this song would invoke the emotion called Baby I Cry. She actually did a good job of it. You know what I mean?
So I understand that she's so on you, but she's not the most honest person in your relationship. Tell us what happened.
Well, I've definitely, one time she came over, I looked through her phone. She left her phone in my house. I looked through it, and I found out sometimes when she would be wanting me to be there available for her and stay here, I'll be right here tonight at 11:30 or whatever, I'll be over, she wouldn't come. And I wait all night for it and pretty much put aside my business from what I'm doing for waiting for her and her to come over, whether it's our relationship as a, as her as an artist or our relationship as she is my girlfriend. It's two different people. Like, the relationship is one thing, and then Charlie Bad as my girlfriend, is another thing. So it's just two different things.
I know that you brought him here because you love him, but you want to tell him that you have a problem, right?
I do.
So whenever you're ready, it's on you.
Okay, Tony. I have a problem. I do demand a lot of attention.
You do.
And I don't want to burden you in any kind of way.
Okay.
I know it's hard on you, but I'm bringing you here because I just want to, show you that it's not you, it's really me, I have to have someone there. If that person's not there, I'm hard on myself. I feel like life isn't worth living.
Right.
So it's like a lot of times I demand you, but it's just like I really just need somebody, Right. So when you put me off, I have backups.
Right.
Like people that I can call, as you've seen.
I've seen you try to continue to do it, yeah.
Yeah. But, it's not because I don't love you. I do love you and I do want to be with you, but it's just like I can't be alone with myself, pretty much.
Right.
And tell him what you think you are.
I'm a boyfriendaholic.
Okay.
She said she's a boyfriendaholic. What does it make you laugh?
Well, because I think some of it is maybe boyfriendaholic. Maybe that's true. This topic, your subject. I think really the thing is she just loves attention. Sometimes people just love attention. I never seen her meet one mirror she didn't like. A piece of foil in my glasses. I wear glasses all the time. She's always, I think she's looking at me, but she's in my glasses, making sure she looks the part. So I think, and then it's attention. It's a lot of attention. She demands a lot of attention. You know what I mean? And she wants me to constantly tell her she's beautiful. And if I don't tell her, she does tell me I can go somewhere else, and somebody else will, enjoy this beauty, or somebody else would love to be with me and tell me these things.
Do you know how many boyfriends she's had?
Well, I've heard. I don't know how many she's had. I imagine about 5.
No. Okay, around 50, but not like long-term boyfriends. I was in a relationship for 5 years. That lasted a large portion of my life. What they're saying is like pretty much when you meet someone, you like go on dates, and it's like you trick yourself into having that relationship feeling, you know? So that's pretty much how many guys I've met that have, you know, said that I was cute or I talked to. I gave the time of the day.
Okay.
Like, you know, because I take it on as a boyfriend, as having a boyfriend. I want it to feel like having a boyfriend, so I'll call it my boyfriend, even though it might last a day or two.
So she's had 50 boyfriends in her head, at least.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing number. I don't know if it's 50, but in her head that sounds like a large number. That's a large number. I never heard that number before. I know it's about, she told me about maybe 5 of them, and I...
Well, they always say times 3. When a woman tells you how many boyfriends she's had, times 3. With her, it's times 10, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Charlene says that she is so obsessed with having a guy in her life at all times, and she's already had 50 relationships, which she just confessed to her boyfriend, Tony, for the first time. How you feeling about that, Tony? 50?
I still think it's an overwhelming number. I just can't believe it. It's just, I'm still saying 50 in my head, 50. I just can't believe 50 relationships. 50 dates, that's 50 dates, or that's 50 relationships? That 50 boyfriends or 50 dates?
Whenever I date someone, I don't want to just date. Like, you know, I want it to at least feel like it's going to be longer. So if it's a day, I try and trick myself into thinking it's like a relationship. So it's like a date relationship. A relationship is a date to me. It's weird.
Well, I mean, a date is a relationship.
I want it to feel like I'm in a relationship. I don't want to just randomly date a person. I want it to feel like there's potential there.
Got it.
So I'm like, this is my boy. Like, even if it's for one day, I'm like, this is my boyfriend. Like, you know?
Okay, Charlene's sister Amanda is here, and she says that Charlene's boyfriend-aholic tendencies have ruined your relationship with your sister. Okay, so there's like a new guy every day.
Yep.
Every single day.
Well, not right now.
Not right now.
No. She's
not
with
right
Tony.
now, but in her life.
Yeah.
In the past. Tony's like, what's going on now? Okay. And you feel like she can't function?
No.
Without a boyfriend?
No, she can't. And I think it's a problem because I've started noticing it about 2 years ago when I returned home from college. And I would always see her. She would have a boyfriend. And, you know, she's always going out with them, constantly with them. She's not a family person. You know, she never wants to be around family. She's always with her guy. And they would break up, and she'd have a new boyfriend, like, the very next day or whatever. Or, for instance, like, she would be crying, like, dramatically over this guy. They would break up, and then the same exact night, she would be on another date with another guy. And I'm like...
That fast?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, what's up? You were crying this morning, and now you're going out on a date, all glamorous and stuff?
Yeah, not even a mourning period. Like,
No.
you know, like a sad morning.
Well, when she was crying on the phone with the guy.
Oh, an hour.
Yeah,
That's the morning.
Or 30 minutes or so.
30 minutes. Okay, and you thought it was a phase, but now you know it's an addiction.
Yeah, I thought it was a phase. I was like, she's young, she's going to grow out of it, but no, now I'm noticing it's something serious, and she really needs help because it's not cool at all.
And it got bad recently, about a year ago, because you guys had a tragedy.
Right. Our mom passed away about a year ago because she had breast cancer, and everyone thought that, you know, it would bring us all closer together because we live together and everything, and that we would be close. But, and, you know, I thought so too. But, you know, she still kept on with the same ways. She would, you know, still have her guys around. She really didn't care about leaving me at home by myself or whatever. You know, she's like selfish. It's all about her. Me. I'm going to go out on a date with my boyfriend or be whatever. You know, who cares what you're doing? You know, I mean, I know she loves me and she cares, but, you know, herself and her relationship is way more important than what I'm doing.
Charlene, I was watching you when your sister talked about your mom dying a year ago, and that the boyfriend-aholic stuff got worse when your mom died.
Yes, because, I mean, after my mom died, my dad got married to someone else 6 months later. So it's
6 months later?
6 months after my mom passed. So it's like, it's not like, it's like, I don't love you. I just want someone there for me. Like, when you lose your mom, that's like the hardest thing to go through. And you need that emotional support from somebody. And I know that we're there for each other. But it's like long term. Like, you want to have a family too, right? I want the same thing. And it's just like, I don't know. I want that family life, and I don't want it, like, not with you, but you're going to get married one day, and you're going to have a family. And you can as well. I mean, it's not... You know, I know, but it's just like, you're busy, too. You know you're busy, Amanda, and I'm busy, too. I'm not as busy. I'm there, though. You don't make yourself... You know, you don't try to hang out or do stuff, you know, because you're always with your boyfriend. So, and when everything's good with her boyfriend, she's fine. She's not crying. She's not really, you know, upset or thinking about it. I think that he knows that I have a problem, and I think he uses it to his advantage, you know?
How do you think that?
He knows that I'm addicted to having somebody and to wanting somebody, and he just, like, kind of puts me on a little string and just dangles me, like, around. You know, he dangles it over my head. Like, he knows that I need him. So he'll run from me so I can chase him.
I don't think that...
Does he run from you so you can chase him, or is he really running?
No, he runs... No, let me explain. He runs so I can chase him because the second I stop chasing him and I get it together with myself and I go out and I'm like, whatever with you, he's like, what? What are you doing? You're cheating on me. I thought you loved me. And I'm like, no, I was just chasing you. And then I turned around and now you're chasing me. Like, it's weird. She even said the same thing.
So do you think this boyfriend-aholic stuff is connected to your mother's death?
I think it has a lot to do with it because, I mean, it leaves you with this emptiness, you know? And it's like, okay, what's going to fill it, you know?
And then your dad got married so soon and it felt like he kind of left too?
He has he has a new family, you know, going on and stuff like that. And it's just like, okay, she just had a baby 6 months ago. She has her little family thing going on and it's just me. I'm just throwing out there, just like.
Well, I've been there for you, though, Charlotte. I've been there for you for the last, year.
You've been there for me when you can, but you
I don't think I dangle it
can.
over your head like a string. I think what it is, a lot of times we're together, and you're so time-consuming. I have other things to do. I think I gave you so much time because of the reason your mother died when I first met her. I gave her a lot of time, and then when I pulled back and wanted to do other things, it wasn't a tease. It was I actually love you, and I actually give you a lot of my time. And then when I take my time away, because I'm busy doing something else, it's just she feels like I'm leaving her. So she comes and she'll come and kick the door, or she'll accuse me of cheating, or jump in through the sunroof. I mean, just.
But,
Are you exaggerating?
No, I'm not.
He tried to leave. He locked your doors.
He locked the doors and you tried to jump in through the sunroof?
I had to.
Up through the sunroof. She's coming through the sunroof.
It's not funny.
She's coming through the sunroof.
Yeah, like I felt like a superhero.
Yeah,
like a superhero.
That's really like a superhero. Like it almost like she had a cape on. She.
No.
Goes through the window and
okay,
came
I have
through.
to explain this, Sarah.
Okay, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna talk about jumping through the sunroof because that's not just boyfriend-aholic. That's just like crazy.
No, it seems crazy.
We'll be right back. Okay, the sunroof, Charlene. Okay, we're talking about boyfriend-aholic. Okay, so that's your addiction. But then this is something else. Jumping through a sunroof because he locked the doors and was leaving in the car?
Well, we were at his house. I didn't have my car there. We were in his car. So it's like we're in the middle of this argument. He locked the doors to his house. So it's like you're going to try and leave me outside of your house by myself. I have nowhere to go. I have no car. I can't leave. You locked your door. So we were leaving together. And he was like, will you go get something over there for me in the driveway? So I got out to go get it. And he like tried to drive off and leave me there by myself at night. So I was like, no, like, if you want to not be with me, drop me home. Don't just leave me outside of your house by myself. So does that kind of explain why I jumped through the sunroof? I didn't want to be there at night by myself.
Did you have a cell phone?
No, I had nothing. He locked the door to his house.
Why did you do that?
She has a key. So she can go back in the house. She can go back in the house.
I wasn't with my car, so my car keys were in the house. So we were leaving. We were going somewhere together, got into an argument, so he tried to run and leave me. So he's like, go get that over there, and I went to get it.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's running and leaving, just getting a piece of space so we can be apart for a second. Just some space.
But while I'm outside with no keys, nowhere to go.
Joining us is relationship expert and the author of the Get Your Man to Marry You plan, Lori Usher Pine. Lori, tell us what you're seeing here and what you can do about Charlene's situation.
Okay, well, often people who are boyfriend-aholics have suffered some sort of trauma, in childhood or later on, and it's important to try to heal that trauma, either through therapy or, in a 12-step program, something like that. In general, what I'm seeing here with Charlene is that her behaviors don't really match up with her long-term goals. Like, you say you want everlasting love, right? But the problem is if you have all these backup boyfriends, you're never going to get that. What happens is it shows that you have no faith in your relationship, and the other thing that it does is it's really a breach of trust. So, it's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're going to need backups if you have backups. Another thing is that there are 3 stages to love. There's lust, which you feel, and then there's attraction and finally attachment. By always going after these lust relationships, you're really missing out on these more fulfilling aspects of love.
Oh, so lust is first,
right?
And then
lust
attraction.
is first, and that's the chemical change that makes you all crazy.
I thought it was attraction, like he's cute, and then lust, ooh, I wanted, and then, so it's the other way around. Interesting.
Right.
Do you think that you can take some of her advice and just try to focus on you and not be so obsessed with these guys and try to dig into a little bit about Mama and the emptiness that you feel after her death?
I mean, I can. I think I would be okay if he wouldn't just like demand my attention also. It's like we need each other.
Tony does not exist right now.
Okay.
Love you, Tony, and you guys are in love, and I respect that, but I'm just talking about just helping her right now.
Yeah.
Because if Tony were to leave you tomorrow, would you still be a boyfriend-aholic? Yes.
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 Please.
Right?
Yes.
So it's about healing you.
Yeah.
And about finding what's special about you that you don't have to find it in a man. And it's not something that happens overnight. It's something that you have to work on. Okay? And you have other people around you that love you. You have a sister that loves you. Yeah. And I think it's important for all boyfriendaholics to understand that there's these great people that are around you that you tend to like neglect because you're going after that high for that boy, that lust. That lust. We'll be right back.
Lust.